Brothers and sisters, in these days, we enter the 1446th year of Hijrah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam from Mecca to Yathrib. But what is the importance of Hijrah? And what is the importance of the Hijrah calendar to us today? We are in the 21st century. Some people may ask. The importance is that first thing, it is an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that indeed the number of months ordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is 12. In the record of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, since the day He created the heavens, the skies and the earth. And 4 are sacred, which we know are Rajab and Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah and Muharram. And the importance is that these months are linked directly to all of the rites of Islam. We cannot go to Hajj in June, cannot go to Hajj in December, we go to Hajj in Dhul Hijjah. So one of the pillars of Islam is linked directly to this calendar of Hijrah. And also Ramadan. We fast in Ramadan, we don't fast in any other month except for Sunnah, but the order for the Ramadan is in the month of Ramadan. And the same for Zakah. We have to count 12 months, 12 lunar months for the Hawl. So then we know that we have to bring out and give out the Zakah. The same thing for the fasting of the Kaffara. Same thing for a woman who has lost her husband. Then she has the Iddah. She has to count the months. So how many of us know these months and how many of us teach our children this month? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says, do not wrong one another during these months. These the 4 months of the Hurum. Because the sin in those months is greater than the other months. And so is the reward for the righteous deeds is also great. The Hijri calendar was also agreed upon by Al-Faruq Umar ibn Khattab as the second Khalif after he consulted the Sahaba. And in that it shows us how consultation is done by the Amir and the Imam of the Muslims with the Sahaba. And he agreed that he should start the Hijrah calendar from that date. And he said, we will start it from the Hijrah because the Hijrah differentiated and separated between what is truth and what is falsehood. So start from that date. And they chose Muharram to be the first month because Muharram is the month that follows the month of Hajj, where we have completed the 5th pillar of our deen. And also it is the month where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam had been given the pledge and the oath of allegiance by the Ansar of Medina. And also he made the intention to make the Hijrah. The Hijri calendar is our identity. It is what Allah wanted from us and ordered us to do, to follow. And it is linked to the Hijrah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So follow it, understand it, and share it with your children and explain to them. Brothers, the Hijrah has crucial examples and has shown us, for those who want to change and those who want to carry out change, that there are responsibilities and they have to plan and they have to sacrifice. The Hijrah itself is obedience and surrender and implementation of the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is the surrender and submitting to the oneness of Allah, that He is the sovereign and He is the legislator on this earth, and to subjugate ourselves to His Sharia. And this is the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. And when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came to leave Mecca, he said it with sorrow in his heart. I am leaving you, and you are the most beloved and most esteemed land to Allah. And if your people had not expelled me, I would not leave you. So when the Mecca society froze, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to make Hijrah to Medina. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that he said to the believers, I have been shown the home of your Hijrah. And he gave them an example of the geography of Medina, and it is exactly what Medina looks like. And what we need to understand brothers, is that this Hijrah is a great event. It differentiated between the truth and the falsehood. And the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and all his actions are for us obligations that we should follow these. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he entered Medina, he wrote a constitution with the people of Medina, both Muslims, the Muhajirin and Ansar, with the Jews also, and with also the non-believers. And I will summarize from you, basically, it set out in this document the foundations that remain timeless for us today, explaining the principles of governance and governing, of peace, of justice, of security, the rights of subordination to the state, the rights of the citizens and the obligations and responsibilities between the Imam and the citizens. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that the Ummah, to the exclusion of all others, is one. And this is what Montgomery Watt had said, that the term, this expression Ummah, this principle of Ummah, is a unique thing to Islam. Nobody else, no one, not even America today, this, and their constitution can generate this unique Ummah that love each other, that bond with each other, that respect each other based on La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. That it unified people of different races, languages, fanaticism of lineage, all disappeared. All were melted in La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah to create this unique ummah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in that, he said that the pious believers are against those among them, and anybody who transgresses against them, they are one. And they will seek the justice even if it is from one of their children. We do not protect if someone has made an injustice. We will hold them accountable. And that the sanctity of the blood of the Muslims is sanctified, and that we will not support a kafir against another believer. And that in terms of the judiciary, he made sure that sovereignty is to Allah and to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This document of Medina is the greatest witness that the state founded by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam consisted of a coordinated political, security, social, and executive organization from all its sides and all its aspects. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not come to convey the message and guidance as a missionary, but he was a military leader, he was a political leader, and he was a ruler and who managed the affairs of the Ummah. I urge you to read the Constitution of Medina and to see the magnificence of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam to bring to us and to show us. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم.